Hello, everybody. This is Dana with the Freedom Please channel and essenceofme.com. I'm coming on today with a blog. And so, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about my 100-day personal challenge, I've been talking about it on Instagram and on my um, well, mainly been posting it on Twitter. And I'll tell you all about it because it's not anything huge, but I will be posting some stuff in the coming weeks on my blog. And so I wanted to do a video to tell you all about it because people have been asking me a lot of questions on my online. So I thought, let me bring it to my people. And so if you're interested in learning more about it, stick around after the intro, and I will be right back with you shortly. Okay, now that I've got that out of the way, I don't know why those intros make me feel like, okay, so, um, I've done several videos that I have refused to remove no matter how embarrassing it is on YouTube of me starting and stopping and starting and stopping different, um, whether it's a challenge or whatever for health, for my health and my body. And so, um, entering into this new year, I didn't want to do anything where I felt like it was just totally geared towards the new year and new year resolutions or anything like that. And let me just tell you, this video may be a little bit of everywhere. If it's not for you, I understand. But if it is, stick around. I've told you all before how in the past I weighed around 200 pounds. I've successfully lost the weight, but it is something that I'm always conscious of because it is such an up and down thing as far as those last 10 to 15 pounds, as far as I'm concerned. I've had pockets of time where I felt like I was kind of in this sweet spot, where I was in this comfortable space where I didn't have to do a whole lot of thinking about what I was eating and what I was doing for my physical activity, but at the same time, it was little pockets of that sweet spot. And I'm now in a place where I don't want it to be a pocket. It's not going to be a pocket or a sweet spot anymore. I really want it to be in existence for me. And I want that for many reasons. Of course, it's your health. I mean, you take care of your body and your body will take care of you. I I've reaped so many benefits from losing the weight that I've lost. I mean, over time, um, the most it's been around at the 70 point. Right now, I'm probably down at the 60 point, but still, the point of it all is that mobility, being able to sleep better, having access to different things. And I'm not a huge shopper, but you like variety, and that's something that came with it. I also can say that just the different things that I've selected to partake in when I embraced a healthier lifestyle has also been a benefit. Running groups and learning more about uh, eating better. And like this past week, I went out to a local urban garden, and picked fresh greens and stuff like that. I mean, that's something that I never would have thought about before. I mean, I used to eat greens as a kid, and I still do, well, now in smoothies, but over the years, it's been something that I enjoy doing. And now going out to a farm and picking them myself for my family to eat, and also considering starting my own garden. That's something that I would have never thought about. I'm not an outdoors person. I don't care for bugs. So even as I was out there, I kind of had a couple of ew kind of run around in circles. Yeah. It's that time of year in Texas where love bugs are everywhere, and those bugs, I don't know why. I know they're not gonna bite me. I don't know. And I have an allergy to ants. It's just weird. Anyway, So, with all of that said, I recently started a 100-day challenge. I was reading online and several postings and articles about how in the past when I started losing weight, I held to the 21 day theory, that it takes 21 days to start a new habit. And so when I first started, I literally was like one of 21, two of 21, and so on, as far as my physical activity. And then I transitioned my physical activity after 21 days of consistent working out. I transferred that to my eating and so on, and that birthed my now existence. But when I was reading these articles, I ran across some that really interested me, and I don't remember it verbatim, and I should have saved it. But it talked about how after like the 60th some odd day is when you get to the point where day, if you missed a day, you would get right back on without any issue or hesitancy. And that particular pocket of information was so important to me because in the past I would go, 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 and then if something happened, I was traveling or something was going on with the kids or my family and I missed a day, and one day would turn into two and two into a weekend, and we know, where the story goes from there. So hitting that 60 semi window is something that I am aiming for right now. In order to get there, though, I had to sit and think about what were the things that I needed to do and what really not just what I needed to do, but also what are some of the things that I want right now in my life to be a normal thing instead of a every once in a while thing that I want to be on a regular basis. So it wasn't just physical activity, eating better. It was some other things. I'm a writer. I love to write, but because of life and everything, I write when I can instead of it being I write every day. And I get by with writing when I can, but I think I will excel if I write every day. And again, this is all something for me. This video was really for me, but people have been asking questions, and so I wanted to share it. So, what are those things? Um, well, physical activity is one of the things. Eating healthy is another. Writing daily is another thing. Reading daily. I do now, and I don't mean just reading anything, I mean reading the word, and that's something that I do pretty much probably 5 days, 4 to 5 days out of a week, but I want to get to a point where it's every day because I just feel so grounded and centered when I do. And so that's something else. And so with these things came about in my head of, okay, how do I get into that pocket and not only establish the new habit in a consistent way, but also by the time I hit that window, I would say window and not pocket, but that window of 60 some odd days, so let's just say 60 days. 60 days, and not just have this one thing that I've done, prayerfully and with diligence and commitment, I will be able to have those handful of things that I believe will be the backbone and the spine of what I am hoping to build in my life. And so, with that said, how did the 100 days come about? The 100 days from that window of 60 is because I knew that I did not want to start every single thing at once. From past experience, that is a disaster waiting to happen. After day 3, the hype has went away, and you are tired, you're probably grouchy, you have caffeine headaches, and so day 4, it's like deuces. So I am hoping to um, bypass that initial excitement slash end of the week burnout and then second week non-existent phase. Hopefully. Yes, I am. Okay. So what I'm doing is every week those things are just as important, but I'm focusing on one and then the next week focus on another to build. What does that mean? The first week, which I am have completed successfully today. Yay! Week one done. And that's why I didn't want to do this video until I was like, okay, look, I gotta kind of get this in the pocket. Um, what was I saying? Oh, what I wanted to do the first week is focus on eating. That was it. Focus on my eating. For example, this week I went out to the garden. I've been invited many times, went out to the garden to see how I would like picking the greens, getting a feel for how much I would need in order to fix my food for the week. I went to the store and instead of picking a whole bunch of things, I selected things with more of a strategy in mind that I can implement on a week to week basis, not just for myself, but also for my family. I also went back to some of the things that I used to do, which is I used to do weekend prepping of my weekly meals. And so I did that this week. And some of these things, as I was doing it, I posted pictures on Instagram and things like that just because it was easy to do from my cell phone. And that is something else that I've been including in that is using, you know, the Instagram as a kind of a accountability for myself. And I'm not making myself do it every day, but every couple of days, I will put, day 6 of 100, day 7 of 100, and so forth. And I actually want to do that every day because in stopping to do that, it is making me be more accountable and more focused on what it is that I need to do. So with all of that said, week one went great. I am adopting more of the eat to live. I want to call it. What does he call it? Nutarian eating. I think that's what he call it. Nutarian, meaning you really are eating for nutrition, and you have to eat primarily. Well, really, it's all just whole foods. Nothing drastic. The wonderful thing I like about it is you don't have to normally do anything out of the norm unless you're a person that doesn't like to eat vegetables. I don't know how you would do this. But what you do is you eat fruits, vegetables, you eat no animal byproducts, which wasn't bad for me because I don't really eat a lot of meat. So for the most part, if someone asked me, I would say I'm vegetarian, but I don't really consider myself a vegetarian. And I say that because it's easier to say it. I eat meat every once in a blue moon, maybe once a month, maybe once every couple of months. Um, when I do, I primarily will eat fish, but I will sometimes eat chicken. But again, that's every once in a while. So it's easier to say I'm a vegetarian. But I usually don't eat many animal byproducts at all. I don't drink milk. I very seldom eat cheese. If I eat cheese, it's because on that every once in a while we'll have like pizza, and I will have pizza, but I'll have cheese pizza or veggie pizza. I typically don't get it. I like because I don't eat pork. I don't eat meat. It sounds like I don't eat a lot of stuff, but I haven't. I do not eat pork or beef. And those things I have not had in my diet at all for probably about 10 years now of not eating pork or beef. I usually tell people when I do eat it, it usually has 2 legs or less. But in the past, I would say 6 months to a year, because I don't document like specifically, 6 months to a year is when I've gone to more of primarily only doing fish when I have meat. But every once in a while I'll have chicken. But I stopped even the every once in a while with chicken for the most part because now it tastes like water to me. Like I can't, even if it's seasoned well, I can almost make mushrooms taste like what I think chicken used to taste like to my taste buds, better than chicken, even though I cook it for my family. So that's weird. Okay, I'm rambling. Okay, so that's what I did this week. Focus on my food. If the book is called, I don't have it in here, Eat to Live. I have the audio book. I have the printed book. I think the printed book is better. The audio book is awesome because it's so dense with information and research that I believe listening to it first was better, and then having the print book on hand to find resources, the recipes, the success stories, the testimonials are all great. And so that was week one, which I'm ending today. And I'm week two. I am the focus is going to be physical activity. Now, in week one, I actually was working out, but it was no pressure because that wasn't the focus. I wasn't letting it kind of monopolize my mind and my time. My focus was on my nutrition. Okay. I'm only drinking water. I'm not doing any type of uh, like sweeteners or anything like that. And it made this week extremely hard because I'm a coffee drinker, and so the first part of the week was really hard. And with the, anyway, and I've done detoxes before, and it was so weird. And I think it's because I now, when I drink coffee, I have a curing machine, and I'm not even going to talk about that here. But yeah, that was just, it was awful till like day four, like awful. I mean, it was awful. So anyway, um, so no coffee, tea. Like I have a lot of herbal teas, which are good, but in the past, I usually have some sort of sweetener in them. And since I'm not doing sweetener, I think the tea just doesn't. It just, I don't think it tastes good. And I think I need to go to like Tea Havana or something like that because those teas in the past I've been able to drink without putting any type of sweetener in it because a lot of them are a lot fresher. So anyway, so that has meant I'm drinking all water. That is, I like water, but yeah, I miss my coffee, I miss my tea, and that's just the truth. And I'm gonna just keep going. What? Because tomorrow is Mother's Day, and for our family, we do go out to eat. I am just like being straight up that I am giving myself a pass on Mother's Day. Now, does this mean I will go out and order a steak? No, bueno, no way, not happening. But it may mean that that I may have dressing on my salad, or I may decide to have like I usually like fish tacos or something like that with my every once in a while, and that will be fine because I think the last time I had meat was the beginning of April. So, to me, that's fine. The thing about the eat to live, which is great, and the consistency over time, is that you can, you really want to adopt this as a like a 90% on, and then if you have things when you don't, it's the 10%. So kind of thing. So, once Mother's Day is over, though, I will be doing in my head beginning the Eat to Live 6 week total, going by the rules of Eat to Live, even though this week for those 6 days I did. Well, for this whole week, the whole 7 days I did. And the good thing about that is because I know I can do it. I can do it and prepare the meals for my family. I can do it and it not be time consuming. It tastes good, and it was affordable. That was something else that I was really shooting for, of setting a certain budget. And so the day one of my week two is going to be off because of Mother's Day, because Sunday will be my day one of week two because of Mother's Day. But starting Monday, I will do the, I don't know why my head on this side always itch when I do videos. Week two, I'll be Eat to Live, um, sticking to the guidelines of the Eat to Live nutrition, and I will be starting my normal workout for week 1, I ran 4 days this week. 4 days this week, and then I had some other activity. This coming up week will also start the first week of marathon training. So all those things are kind of going together. So that's why week 2 was going to be focused on physical activity, because I knew it was going to be my first week of marathon training. I think we all meet for the first time on Saturday, but during the week I'm still doing my normal running, which I am doing the C to 5K running program again. I'm will this week I'll be doing, this coming week will be week 4 that I'm doing. So that sounds like a bunch of gibberish. If you have any questions, let me know. I am going to do, my goal is to do a weekly update on my challenge. So this was my update officially for week 1. And if I had to say how I did, I rocked, because I stuck to it. I had some delicious food. I tasted Swiss chard greens for the first time, which is absolutely delicious. I had no animal byproducts. I did reach most days the 1 pound or so of consuming fruits and vegetables. Actually, many days I did close to the 2 pounds, because I had a lot of water. I'm not going to talk about that, but yeah. And so, and my family did a lot of it with me, and we did it all on a very, very reasonable budget, which was important. And so, this is week 1. If you are interested in joining me, because I've already did week 1, but hey, it's not too late, because here's the deal. Because of that 60-day window and adding one thing on at a time, when I get to the 100 days, I actually will not have 100 days consistent of workout, but I will have 100 consistent days of focusing on being a better me, a new, healthier me. And I think that's the most important thing, that every day I'm conscious of what I'm reading, what I'm doing physically, what I'm putting into my body to make myself my best me. Yeah, that's it. So, week 1 done. If you have any questions, let me know. I am going to put the link, on my blog today on essenceofme.com. Today is May 11th. Yes, it's May 11th. I will put a post a little bit in detail about this information. I will have links to the book, and I will have links to the C to 5K that I am doing. So I will have video notes. That's what I'll have. So, I look forward to interacting with you all in the description box. Any comments, questions, or concerns, I always look forward to, chatting it up with you. And next week, dun dun dun, I will have my first picture. I've decided not to get on the scale for this, because I've realized, even though the scale is helpful, I think the scale is stressful. So, with that said, the batteries died, and we chose not to add them back in. But I'm tempted to put them back, but I'm not. Instead, every week when I do this weekly video and weekly update, which will be on Saturdays, I will take a picture. Today, I'm not taking a picture because I haven't officially started the workout phase. But because by next Saturday, I'm gonna take a picture Monday, because that's gonna be day 1 of the workout phase, and I will take a picture Saturday, even though they will look exactly alike, I'm sure. I'm gonna take it same place, same clothes, that type of thing. And from there on, it will just be a new picture on Saturdays. And I'm hoping to use the pictures where I will probably do a collage like on day 30 of 1, 15, 30, or something like that. And so that's what I'm going to do instead of the scale. I'm also going to do measurements for myself, and when I do like the 1, 30, 60, and so on until I get to, I guess maybe 130, 50, 60, somewhere like that. I don't know. I will do inches lost so that I won't maybe show all of my measurements because I just think that's kind of creepy that everybody would know that information about you. But I will show inches lost because that's what I'm concerned with. Not pounds, but just toning up, feeling healthier, getting my not resistance. I can't think of a word right now because my brain's kind of scrambled. Endurance back in place. And so, yeah, that's it because this is super long. I didn't mean for it to be this long, but it's an update, and it's an update of the whole week. And so, with that said, Monday I will push play on my fit test for Insanity. Insanity is going down. I am. I have tried, and I've tried, and I've tried. Yeah. Fit test for Insanity again. Yeah, I'm saying it again. It's going down. I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be sore. Yeah, I'm not even gonna think about it because that's Monday. As of today. So have a fantastic weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are watching this. If you watch this before Mother's Day, and even if it's after, you rock. And to all the single fathers and anyone that has stepped in to raise a child in need to be a mother figure. So whether you're an aunt, a grandmother, a friend, happy Mother's Day to you too. And yeah, I look forward to interacting with you all in the comment box. Have a fantastic weekend, and I will talk with you all sooner than later. Goodbye.